This is Sneaker Gearz. My name is Levi. Today we have a performance Gearz take on insoles and how to upgrade those in the proper shoes. If you guys haven't already seen, we did do a quick intro on that, insoles versus midsoles. Check that out if you haven't, and we'll get right into it. Your basic inserts are actually pretty cheap, and I've heard cost this manufacturer anywhere from 2 to 5 cents. So you're not getting much. Some of your higher end inserts, and I really don't want to call it that, actually include either leather or quilted leather on top. So it does look nicer, but at the same time, you're still getting something cheap underneath. Some shoes do have inserts that are part of their cushioning, or maybe are their entire cushioning. And something like that, you have, this comes from the P-Rod 8, and this is a Lunar insert. So the P-Rod 8 does have Lunar on the midsole, and this insert does provide a next level of cushioning. Stepping up from there, you do have one of the insoles that come from some of the Nike trainers. These are a lot stiffer. They don't bend as much, they don't give as much, and again, this is to provide support. And lastly, you do have something from the Chuck Taylor 2, where this technically could be considered a midsole, but it is thin enough, you can use this in a lot of the shoes that have an insole, and it is a full-length Lunar. This is an insole that works amazing with any Jordan 1. If you have a Jordan 1, stop being a woman. Stop treating your Jordan 1s like they're your silhouettes because they look like fire, but they hurt your feet. If you tell me they don't, you're lying. Get some Chuck 2s for cheap. Put the Lunar insole. Makes a world of difference. The next level of inserts you're going to be looking at is going to depend on what kind of shoe you have and what kind of performance you're looking for. Nike specifically, and this does apply to pretty much any manufacturer, has shoes with Zoom Air just in the forefoot. And obviously you're not going to see it here. And in this one, I can feel the forefoot unit pretty good, but there's nothing in the heel. Obviously it's lacking, something we can improve upon. And you have shoes like the Kyrie 2, would have Zoom Air in the heel, that again, you can barely feel, and nothing in the forefoot. So this is getting an idea of what kind of cushion or insert you can put in this to improve on those. The most popular one that I love to use is the full-length Zoom. Now this doesn't work in every shoe just because it is a tad bit thicker, so that's something you want to keep in mind. But in addition to this one, if this doesn't fit or doesn't quite work with the shoe, and you'll know it by trying it on, having another insole like this, and this is an insert that has heel and forefoot Zoom. Again, these are probably 1.5 times the thickness of your standard insole, but they generally do work on pretty much any shoe. This one came from an old Jordan trainer for Randy Moss, the Superfreak. This one actually comes from any of the Flightposite shoes from 1 through 3. So if you can find those on the cheap, take this out. Zoom Air generally lasts a very long time and you get a lot of use out of it. The upgrade from there, if you don't have cushion in the heel, which is something that I think is a huge upgrade to anything like the Hyperfuse, the new KD Tray 3, is adding something with heel cushion. This has heel zoom, and this is something that's going to find in any of the Zoom SB products. So your Zoom Janowski is always going to have this, or any of your premium dunks. The heel air is something that's a little more unique. This actually came from a Cole Haan shoe, which I really enjoy having that, again, if you have forefoot Zoom, as well as you can have heel air that's in the new P-Rod 9. That shoe does come with full hex zoom throughout the shoe, but the insert does have heel air. The last step, and this is kind of an in-between, are ones that are not quite midsoles, but are still a lot thicker than inserts, or insoles. So these come from the LeBron 4. This has full-length Zoom Air and double-stacked heel zoom. When I try to use this on the shoe that has a midsole, such as a Kobe 8, Kobe 9, it actually is something I do have to tighten down because this is lowering my foot into the bed. Something that actually works really well with any of your retros, you take out the insert, are your Cole Haan inserts. Something like this has full-length air built into it, and something like this has air in the heel, Zoom Air in the forefoot. Before Nike sold Cole Haan a couple years ago, a lot of their shoes have air, and a lot of them it's built into the insert. So with this, when I have a retro, which I don't care what you guys say, challenge me, I have every single insert, they're not that comfortable, so stop playing yourselves. Get an insert, take care of it. Adding heel air and Zoom Air to any LeBron 3, my bad, shoot me, it's not LeBron, Jordan. Any Jordan 3, Any Jordan 4 makes a huge difference. You can wear these things all day. Same thing with adding the air. So again, these guys do work on some shoes, but something to keep in mind. If you have questions, which I'm sure you do, what I'll try to do is put in the description what shoes you can get these in. Take a look on eBay. A lot of the times you can get these shoes on the cheap because you're just trying to get the cushion in there. So if you find a shoe that the outsole's been worn out, it's still good. Some of these shoes I bought for anywhere from $15 to $25, which is again a lot cheaper than getting something like a Superfreak insole that costs anywhere from $60 to $80. So it's definitely worthwhile for your money to make a good shoe that's good, make it even better for you. If you guys have any questions, shoot it in the comments. This is Levi with Sneaker Gearz. Check us out on Instagram. Please check out our other videos, and if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. We appreciate you guys, and we'll come at you later.